Imagine waking up to millions of dollars in e-commerce revenue overnight. It's the kind of success story that seems too good to be true, yet it's entirely possible. What if I told you that behind this accomplishment lies a simple yet powerful strategy that almost any e-commerce entrepreneur can implement? Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the secrets of this extraordinary transformation, revealing how a strategic Shopify website redesign can be the catalyst for unparalleled success. So buckle up and get ready to uncover the blueprint for turning your e-commerce dreams into a seven-figure reality. Hey everyone, Dominic here, and today we're going to talk about my exact process on how I implement website redesigns for my e-commerce clients to skyrocket conversions, average order values, and lifetime values. These systems have resulted in incredibly ballistic results, and we're going to walk through it all today. If you've never heard of me before, my name is Dominic Mayu. I run a company called DM Corporations, and we help Shopify-based e-commerce brands scale to millions of dollars of profitable revenue through something that we call revenue optimization. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. As promised, let's start with a real-life case study of G-Tech Apparel. These guys came to me in early August with an ambitious goal of crushing previous numbers in Q4, but they knew they were missing something. They were currently sitting around a 1% conversion rate with $150 AOV, so they knew they had a ton of potential, and that's where we came in. After analyzing, the team and I officially decided to basically just run a full-scale website redesign. And after about a month, we launched, and here's what happened. So to provide confidentiality to the brand, we're only going to be looking at the conversion rate and total order impacts on Shopify. Okay, so after we launched around September 1st. It took about a month to do this redesign. We immediately saw a 211% increase in conversion rates, but this was still on a pretty small scale, only about 338 orders, 239 sessions converted. So month 2 is where we really started to pick things up and where it really started to get fun. So I'm going to go in October here. Boom, immediately another 127% lift in conversion rate, up to a 6.1% conversion, which is incredible, and a 294% increase in total orders. And then month 3, things really started to heat up for us. So we'll go here. Boom. Up to a 6.49% conversion rate with another 106% lift in order count, resulting in their biggest month ever by a lot. So this is the power that a good redesign has. Now, let's break down how we did it. First things first, and quite frankly, the most important part of this entire video is the initial assessment and analysis. We always start with researching and developing the customer avatar. We do this in a few ways, but what I'm about to show you is a company secret that's worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars, if done correctly. Here's how we do it. First things first, we extract all of the reviews on the website. Now, if they have, tens of thousands of reviews, we'll extract anywhere from 2 to 4K. Now, you can do this in a lot of different ways. Most websites already have a review platform like Judge Me, Stamp, something like that. You can actually export to a CSV. Or if they don't, you can go the long way of just copying and pasting all of these into a sheet. Now, what we do with these reviews is actually feed them into a new ChatGPT-4 thread, labeling it brand consciousness. So in this example, it's G-Tech consciousness, okay? The idea is to basically build an AI consciousness behind the brand. Now, this is extremely powerful for this first step in developing the customer avatar, but you can continue to use this for years on end to continue to find insights and help you write copy, imagery, design, etc. I still use this on a weekly basis for all of my partners, okay? Now, for the reviews, what we're looking for is patterns, okay? We're looking for words or phrases that are repeated. We're looking for the aspects of the product that our customers are actually leaving reviews on. What do they like about the product? What do they not like about the product? What are they mentioning about it? That's a pattern. What are numerous reviews mentioning? And we're taking detailed notes of this along the way. Then we'll do a social media review. Okay, we'll analyze the brand's social media to see what type of posts perform the best. Maybe it's golf related, health and wellness related. Maybe it's lifting. This could be a million different things. But if you can find some sort of pattern, that's, again, what we're looking for. We'll also take a look at the comments to see who's commenting to help develop that customer avatar and what they're saying. Again, taking a ton of notes along the way. Then we'll take all of this information to basically create a master sheet. We build a detailed customer avatar, giving them a name, an age, location, hobbies, work. Are they married? Do they have kids? What's their average day look like? What problems is this product solving for them? We'll get as detailed as possible, okay? Then we'll create the unique value propositions for the brand using the exact language that we got from the reviews. Right? That's the power of this. The unique value propositions are what makes your brand, your product unique. It's the driving features behind what's actually driving these purchases. Okay. So we'll use the exact language that we got from those reviews to write these UVPs. So we're actually using real data here. Now, this makes the actual redesign pretty freaking easy, okay? If you have all of this data, you know exactly what you need to do, exactly what you need to write, the exact images you need to use. This makes everything so easy. Also, a quick side note. If you are a new brand and you don't have reviews, maybe you don't have a social media, use your direct competitors. There's nothing wrong with that. I always do a competitor analysis as well. That's usually step 2 after the data analysis. I'll go visit 3 to 5 of the top competitors and take notes on everything they're doing well, maybe everything they're not doing so well, so we can capitalize on that and just get ideas on what they're doing, for website sections, copy. Don't underestimate looking at your competitors, okay? Then the last piece to this initial analysis is a data review. We take a look at heat maps if those are available. We'll look at Google Analytics. We'll look at Shopify reports. All of these things to just find the lowest hanging fruits of the brand. Now, I don't want to get too deep into this as it's kind of a separate video on its own, but it's as equally as important as the customer avatar piece. So if you want a deeper dive showing exactly kind of how we build this customer avatar, exactly how we implement these reviews, exactly how we find the UVPs, and then exactly how we look at the Shopify reports and stuff, comment on this video so I know to make more videos specifically about this. I just kind of want to gauge, what people actually want to see on YouTube here. So, let me know. Now, third is the custom redesign, right? Now that we have all this information laid out, again, it makes the actual redesign pretty damn easy, okay? Now, the best part is all of this data analysis can literally take 3 to 4 hours of super focused work. You can do this in a day. It's not that time consuming, and it is so, so powerful. Now, all of my redesigns are custom coded. I have an incredible team of developers that are very good at the Shopify Liquid code and can go code a completely custom website. So that's how I do all of mine. None of mine are templated. It's fully custom, but you don't need to do that, okay? So my process is my designers and I will create a Figma file for the main pages, homepage, collection, product, and cart, and then assign that to the actual developers to go and code in Shopify. But again, you do not need this to be successful. The most important piece to use is the information that you just built in that assessment stage. Here's kind of some basic ideas of things you can do without code. If you don't have a team of developers or if you don't want to hire a developer for this. So first, rewrite all of your copy on the website, starting with your headlines, your product descriptions, your CTAs. Go and rewrite all of that copy so it's super, super relevant to that customer avatar and things that you found in that initial analysis, okay? Number 2, redo your imagery site-wide, okay? So all of your thumbnails, your homepage banner, use images that apply to that customer avatar. Another thing, rewrite or add UVP call-out everywhere. Use the UVPs that you got from that analysis. This one piece will make the biggest impact to your brand. I guarantee it. If you find the correct UVPs that speak to your brand, your conversion rate can literally double overnight. Okay. So go and rewrite all of these if you already have UVP icons, or add them. A lot of themes already have these kind of built in, so you can add them. And then another thing you can do is just add basic Shopify sections, right? A lot of themes are pretty intuitive now. You don't need custom coded things. So go in and add new sections to your product pages according to your research. Like it's not that hard. So the actual redesign honestly isn't as important as the content within it. Okay. So if you just focus on the copy and imagery and match it to your research, I guarantee you'll see a massive, massive lift. Now, if you do have the resources for a full-scale redesign, I would definitely recommend that. It's just going to be better branded. You'll be able to sell the brand for more in the future. It will convert better. But I understand that there's a lot more that goes into that. So if you're just wanting to get started, copy and imagery, okay? Those are 80% of your sales. So go in and optimize those two things. Now that we've applied the custom redesign, we'll move to the best practice element. Now, there are some kind of best practices that are basically universal to any Shopify site. So we always start with the custom analysis, since none of my redesigns are templated and they're fully custom. And then we add the best practices. So these are things like getting the upsells and cross-sells established, getting relevant cross-sells like the battery, for example, here on the product pages, right? This gets an incredible take rate. It's an extremely relevant cross-sell. Okay. This is making sure that we have a post-purchase upsell set up, like one-click upsell or after-buy. It's ensuring that the best practice email flows, like the abandoned cart and welcome flows, are set up and performing well, making sure all the fonts and CTAs are consistent and on brand throughout the entire site, right? I'll make another video on all the best practices we do. Also, side note, take a look at these UVPs. Very powerful. These were developed from the consciousness. Okay. Now, I will say a lot of the best practices are kind of added along the route of the redesign when we're making the Figma files. I just wanted to clarify that the redesign is a blend of the very custom research plus some basic kind of universal tactics. So after all of these are applied, right, the custom side and then the best practice side, what we'll do before we launch is run a super quick site speed optimization just to ensure things are loading as quick as possible. This doesn't need to be super deep. This doesn't need to be a $10,000, month-long thing. Just optimize it to the best of your ability real quick. And then we'll move to a quick bug check after that. So we have a team of people overseas who run through the site on a few different browsers, a few different devices, just to ensure that there's a bug-free experience. Usually I'll take 30 minutes to an hour and just kind of go through the site trying to break it, basically. This just ensures, you get a bug-free experience, because if you have bugs, that will kill your conversion. So you want to make sure there are no bugs. Again, this doesn't need to be like a 2-week thing. Like, take a day and look through everything on your phone, your computer. You don't need overseas people to do it. Just make sure everything looks good. So once everything looks good, we launch. But it doesn't stop there. Typically, I like to create recurring contracts with all of my redesign partners to continue to improve and iterate upon the initial design. As we all know, e-commerce is not a set it and forget it play. It takes constant iterations and improvements to really grow and scale. So this means consistent split testing across the board, whether that's the post-purchase upsell, product pages, homepage, email flows, or a lot of those things at once. It means setting up flash sales and major holiday sales to increase sales over that period of time. It means to build urgency, add timers to the website, emphasizing those sales, right? It means introducing new products, new upsells, and cross-sells. It just keeps going, right? Everything needs to continue to be iterated and changed, just basically forever. So that's super important as well. Now, I hope that this helps and gives you an action place to start with, okay? Anyone can basically do the first data analysis phase and implement these findings through copy and imagery on their website. A full redesign is not necessary if you don't have the resources to do so. change the copy, change the imagery. I guarantee you'll see a win. If you do have the resources to do a full redesign, absolutely do it. Okay. Now, there is a lot of information in this video from the consciousness here. Again, I use this almost every single day for all of my partner accounts, to the customer avatar, to the Shopify reports, the actual redesign. Now, this was definitely an overlook of the entire process. If you found value in this video and want me to break each of these parts down, I absolutely can do that. I can create a series kind of breaking each step into its own video. So make sure you comment below and let me know if that's something you'd want to see, or if there's just specific elements from this video that you want me to break down. Okay. So absolutely let me know and I will make those videos. Now, if you have an e-commerce company that's doing at least $10,000 a month and you're struggling with growth and getting your website profitable, there is going to be a link below where you can schedule a call with me to actually analyze your website and see if there's potential in us working together, whether that be a redesign, recurring, coaching, whatever that may be. There's another link below that'll take you to our 1-hour e-commerce mastery course. This is where you'll learn the ins and outs of e-commerce to help your brand scale. I definitely recommend going through that course if you are going to take these tactics that I talked about in this video, because there's just going to be a little bit more detail in that course on how to apply specific elements that will help you with this kind of redesign aspect. So totally your call to click on either of those links. But of course, I just wanted to throw it out there. And I hope you guys have an excellent rest of your day. Thank you.